Okay. Hope you can see the screen. If it is not visible, let me know. So let me reiterate what we discussed in the last session. So we discussed about timings for this batch, and we discussed about the different programs. One is online training, and the other program which we are running is 100% job guarantee. In-person presence is required for that. And we discussed you will be able to claim for these jobs or positions. And we discussed about the application versions. Oracle started their journey with a database. Slowly they developed applications and with a character mode and 10 later, more like many clients started using from 11i. After 11i released 12. Still R12 is running in the market, but most of the clients are opting Fusion. Within the Fusion also, the latest release is 13. So these are the points we discussed. Apart from that, when you talk about Oracle application, what does it mean by application? We discussed the collection of pages, database, and reports. This we are defining as application. When you talk about Oracle Fusion Cloud Financials, what does it mean by Oracle? Oracle is database or company name, or else you can say ERP application. The pages application means pages, database, reports, and financials is one of the product family. Set of finance applications, finance related applications we are naming as a financials. So it's like finance, there are many different product families are available from Oracle, like SCM, HCM, PPM, PRC, nothing but procurement, manufacturing. These are the different applications we have for different purposes. The purposes, very high level, we discussed in the last session. Now we'll see what are the different applications we are going to learn from the financials. Oracle Financials applications. What applications we are going to learn as a part of this training program? So we are going to learn Oracle Fusion Accounts Payable application. In short, we call as AP. By using Oracle Fusion Accounts Payable application, we create primarily supplier invoices and we process the payment. Those are the two key activities we do within the payables. To support supplier invoice and payment and to handle the related business scenarios, we have a different additional activities, but the key activities are we create invoice in the payables and we process the payment. To create invoice, we need supplier. To process the payment, we need bank account. Those are aligned with this process, but these two are key activities. Okay, we create supplier invoice. When we get invoice from supplier, we have to make the payment. So we create first supplier invoice. As per the due date, we'll process the payment. These are the two the typical activities which we do in the payables application. Once we get into payables, we'll understand more detailed level. There is good information which we can understand and do work on the system. The another application is Oracle Fusion Accounts Receivable, AR application. Within AR application, the key activities are customer invoice creation and customer payment, nothing but receipt. So when we sell something to the customer, we have to send invoice to the customer that we create as a customer invoice, or you can say bill. We bill to the customer. Whenever we get the payment from customer, that we record in the receivables application as a receipt or customer payment, you can say. And we have another application called as Oracle Fusion Fixed Assets. Short name is FA. So primarily by using assets, we create the fixed assets. Okay, assets means fixed assets, land, building, machinery, plant, vehicles, these all we maintain. What are the assets we have to run our business operations? or to support our business, whatever it may be, like those all assets will maintain in the fixed assets application, and we calculate the depreciation. Okay, to reduce the value, to find out the current value, we run the depreciation. Along with this, we do other activities also, performing the retirement, moving one asset from one location to another location, wherever it is applicable. We do some other activities, but key activities are maintaining the assets and calculating the depreciation. If you don't know certain term here, don't worry. If you don't know what is the depreciation, no worries. We are going to discuss, we are going to do in the system. Okay, just I'm trying to introduce the terminology, that's all. And Oracle Fusion Cash Management Application. By using Oracle Fusion Cash Management Application, we are going to maintain the bank accounts and bank statements and related activities. For now, you can take as bank accounts. By using Oracle Fusion Cash Management Application, we are going to maintain our bank account. What are the bank accounts are owned by our company? Those bank accounts, internal bank accounts, not supplier and customer related bank accounts. By using the Oracle Fusion Cash Management Application, we will maintain our internal bank accounts within this application. Along with that, you can maintain the bank statements also for different purposes. We'll talk about that more detail when we start working on cash management. And we have another application called as Oracle Fusion General Ledger application. Here we generate the financial reports. So in payables, we are recording the invoices and we are processing the payments. In receivables, we are creating customer invoice and we are recording the customer payments. In fixed assets, we are maintaining the assets and we are calculating depreciation. In the cash management, we are maintaining the bank accounts. This complete data we will send to general ledger application to prepare the financial reports. Okay, from all these applications, we send the data to general ledger application. Based on this data, you can prepare the financial reports. Okay, we can prepare the financial reports. So these are the core applications within the financials. Okay, these are the core applications. These are the primary applications from the finance. Okay, these are the very primary applications from the finance side. So apart from this, we have application like Oracle Fusion Expense. It is not to do the business. Okay, it is not related to doing the business activities. If any employee is incurring some expense, we can ask that employee to record that expense report in Fusion Expense application. Employee can record the expense report, they'll submit to the organization for reimbursement purpose. Okay, or else employees traveling, they need advance, that they can raise the request within the Fusion Expense application. Okay, simply you can take by using Oracle Fusion Expense application, employee can record their expenses. Their expense reports they can create and they can submit for approvals. That's how they get the reimbursement. And Oracle Fusion Tax. Say you are working on the payables, when you create invoice, tax is applicable, system should calculate the tax. You are creating the receivables transaction, tax is applicable, tax system should calculate the tax. For those purposes, we use Oracle Fusion Tax application. By using Oracle Fusion Tax, we set up the tax in which application or else in which for which activity what tax need to be calculated, how much that should be calculated, or else in which country what tax is applicable. That sort of setups we can do within the Fusion Tax application. Okay, by using Oracle Fusion Tax application, we can do the tax setups. If tax setups are available in this, whenever you create supplier invoice, the tax setup will support to calculate the tax. Whenever you create the customer invoice, system will calculate the tax. So these are the two additional applications which falls in the same product family, financials. But these are the core 5 applications. These are the core financial applications. So primarily, most of the companies will use. So Few companies, they may not use Fusion Expense. Few companies may not use Fusion Cash Management, but so most of the companies definitely use accounts who are using Oracle Fusion applications, payables, receivables, and general ledger. But we should be strong in all these applications. Along with that, if any company is using expense application also, yes, we implement expense application. But depending on the country, in which country, what tax is applicable. In few countries, taxation is not there. If taxation is applicable, we have to set up taxation. Okay. So along with that, many companies uses Fusion Expense also. Most of the countries taxation is there. So taxation also will use. So when we are going to record the invoice and the payable, say you created invoice, you in the sense the business user. From client side, somebody will create an invoice. Their business rule may be once invoice is created, the invoice need to be submitted for approval. The manager or some authorized person need to be approved that invoice. Once invoice is approved, then the invoice is allowed to process the payment. To handle such kind of controls, approvals, we use the application called as Oracle Fusion BPM. BPM stands for Business Process Management. When we are doing some process related activities like creating invoice, if you want to set approvals, by using Oracle Fusion BPM application, we can set the approvals. We'll see in our classes how to set invoice approvals or different approvals. Okay. So for any transaction you create, if you want to set the approvals, we can use the BPM. But where approvals are required accordingly, Oracle designed that application. Wherever approvals are applicable, you can set by using Oracle Fusion BPM application. We'll see how to set the approvals. The simple note you can take as to set up approvals for any transaction, we use BPM. Take simple example, supplier invoice. When you get invoice from supplier, so we have to approve that invoice internally, then someone else can pick that invoice to process the payment. So by using the BPM, Business Process Management, we can set up approvals. And say you want to use accounts payable application. If you want to use the accounts payable application, you have to create the supplier so that you can, with the supplier, you can create the supplier invoice. You have to create the bank accounts. By using that bank account, you can make the payment. Along with the supplier and bank account, you may have to set up something else, something like payment terms. So when we have to make the payment to supplier and few other details also. Those all we are calling as setups. Whatever you set up in the system, we are calling as setups, or you can call as configuration. So any application you want to use, first you have to set up few basic things that we call as setups or configuration. If you want to use AP, you have to complete the setup. Then you can create supplier invoice and payment. If you want to use the receivables application, you have to complete few basic setups. Then you can create customer invoice and receipt. What setups we have to do, we'll discuss more detail level when we start working on that area. If you want to use the fixed assets, you have to do certain setups. Any application you want to use, you have to do the minimal setups. A few setups you have to do. If you want to do any setups, we use Oracle Fusion FSM. Okay, FSM stands for Functional Setup Manager. By using Oracle Fusion FSM, Functional Setup Manager, we can do the setups, or you can call it configuration. Doing setup is part of implementation. So you can say we are implementing. Implementation, within the implementation, setup is one part. So that's how you can refer what is the purpose of FSM. Okay. By using Oracle Fusion FSM, we can do any application related setups so that that application would be available to use. Apart from these setups, we deal with the security. Security means creating users, which user is need access to payables, which user need access to receivables, which user need access to FA or CM or GL. Such kind of privileges we have to give in the system. Okay. So which users we have to create, which user is responsible for what, the user is working for payables or receivables, and we have to give the permissions. Okay, we'll understand more detail level once we jump into the system. Okay, once we jump into our application. So now we are outside of the application. Let's try to understand what we can understand by standing out on. So by using, if you want to create the users, if you want to give the permissions to users to work on the application, for that we use security console. We use security console. Oracle built security console by using these two applications. Oracle Fusion IDM, Oracle Fusion OM. Two are one only. We call with the different names, IDM or OM. And we have another application called as APM also, Authorization Policy Manager. That's pure technical. We don't need to focus on that. Let's write it. Oracle Fusion APM. Okay. Authorization Policy Manager. By combining these, Oracle built Security Console. From Security Console, you will be able to create the users. You can give the permissions, which user need access to which application. Again, within the application, say one user required access to only supplier invoices, another user need access to payments. This all like we can set up by using the security console. Okay. So what Oracle did is in the previous releases, they given direct access to IDM and all. We discussed. Now we are standing at release 13. So up to release 9, okay, 7, 8, 9, they given access to these applications also. IDM, APM application access also they given for clients or consultants who are using that Fusion applications, they given access. And these IDM or APM level, there will be lot of sensitive information. So that is reason they are restricting. They are restricting access to consultants or client, the users team who are going to enter the transaction. So they had an experience that everybody is going there instead of changing one, they are changing something else. That's how if something will you change, if it is very sensitive, everything will go down. So that is reason Oracle built framework called as security console. Exactly what access we need, that access only they are providing. Rest Oracle will take care. So that's how that is a security. Okay. So other point is if you are going to implement the Fusion applications for any client, the complete business environment you have to bring into system environment. The complete business environment, what business they are doing, or else they are into which industry, and in how many countries they are operating the business, how many registrations they have, and in each country, in how many locations they are operating the business, and how they want to produce the reports, how they want to record the transaction, what information they want to include in each and every transaction for their internal and external reporting purposes. So those all you can create in the system with the concept called as Oracle Fusion Enterprise Structure. By using Oracle Fusion Enterprise Structure, you can bring complete business environment into system. You can create virtual environment. Okay. So virtual environment in the system. That is a purpose of Fusion Enterprise Structure. We'll work on that. That's very, very important. Okay. So these are the key points. Primarily, we are going to learn. Our core area is these applications. Along with that, these are very pretty simple applications. One for taxation, tax related configuration. Other one, if employees are going to book their expense in the Fusion expense application. That also you have to implement. Yes, we will do it. How to set up, how it works, we'll see. When we are working on these applications, okay, so these applications, when you are working on these applications, if you want to set approvals, we use BPM. Say employee created expense report. The expense report should be submitted to supervisor, manager. Yes, by using the BPM, we can do the routing. If any employee is going to create expense report, that should be routed to supervisor. Only supervisor can approve. That you can set up. Or else any invoice you create in the payables, if invoice amount is more than $100, that should go to approval. Less than $100 approvals are not required. You can set like that. FSM, if you want to use any application for matter, we need FSM. Without FSM, you cannot do single setup also. So without setting up any application, we cannot use it. By using FSM, any application related setups you can perform. And who are the users are going to work on the system, which user is belongs to which application or which department. Accordingly, we have to provision the access that you can do by using the security console. Now, nothing you are going to touch. Your information purpose I mentioned. So beyond the scene, what applications are sitting to give you some information, I listed those. So in the background, these applications will be running IDM and APM, but from front end. So security console we will use to create the users to give the access to the users. And enterprise structure is the one which will help us to create the business environment with a logical segregation in the system environment, how they are running the business. Okay, how their business is structured, operated, organized, the business activities, that everything with the full control and great security and with more segregation, with all the reporting capabilities and accessibility, all can be aligned in the system environment as it is with a Oracle Fusion enterprise structure. We'll discuss very, very detailed level enterprise structure. We may need a good amount of time for that. I am not trying to explain anything here. I am trying to introduce the names only. That is my object. Okay. So just be aware of these terms and just very high level purpose. I am not asking you, please try to understand more and more here. Nothing. There is no scope to understand because we are not discussing. Once we progress, we will discuss. Fine. This is what you have to understand. But still, any questions here, please?
Lakshman Kailash here. Uh,
Please.
in terms of Fusion Tax, have they brought GST to it? Because I'm from JD background, JD finance background.
Yeah, you can manage. It has a capability.
Okay.
So the before Fusion EBS and all, like they used to use the localization patches.
Mm.
Okay. But in the Fusion, the Fusion tax has capability of handling the taxation for any country.
Okay. Thanks, Lakshman.
Yeah, we can create the rules how you want to calculate and based on ship to location or based on the bill to location. If supplier is from other country, these are all like you can create the rules. Fine. Any questions here, please? So we are going to learn financials applications. We are going to learn financials applications. And for financials applications, we have neighbor applications. Neighbor applications are SCM applications. Take example. In payables application, if you are going to create invoice, supplier invoice, it doesn't happen all the ways, just we get supplier invoice from supplier. Before getting supplier invoice, there is certain process involved, which need to be handled by supply chain management team or say purchasing team. So if our purchasing team is sending the purchase order to supplier, based on that purchase invoice, supplier will supply the material or supplier will provide the services. For that, we get invoice from supplier that we have to pay. Means if you want to create supplier invoice in the system, before that, we need purchase order information or the material what we received from supplier. And that means there should be communication between purchasing department and payables department. Purchase department should say, we purchased so and so material from so and so supplier. You please take the responsibility of making the payment. Purchasing department always purchases. They deals with the purchases what organization is required. It may be purchasing the goods or material, or you can say rendering the services, taking the services. Those activities are performed by purchasing department. So purchasing department will inform to payables department saying that from so and so supplier, so and so item we purchased, these are the details, you make the payment to supplier. That's how payables department will record the purchase invoice. And when you talk about receivables department, so receivables department is going to create invoice against the customer. How they create? Who sold material to that customer? Sales department. Okay, sales department, or you can call as order management department. So that department will get the orders from the customer. They sell some material or they provide some services. Then that sales department will inform to receivables department saying, we sold so and so item to so and so customer. These are the details. Please follow up and collect the payment. So that's how receivables department will create customer invoice in their books. Okay. And they'll collect the payment against them. That's how there is some communication. So always payables department will have a communication with the purchase department. Receivables department always connects with sales department. That's how they get the feed. That's how they get the information from those departments, and they will take it forward to pay or to receive. Since there is a tight connection between payables department and purchasing and sales and receivables department, the same we have to understand from application standpoint. For that reason, I'll take you through these basic applications which are related to supply chain management. Reality supply chain management means primarily order management. Okay, Oracle Fusion order management, which will function along with your inventory. Okay, inventory order management, these two applications put together, you can call as supply chain management. There could be some sub functions, but primarily order management falls into supply chain. So whenever we need stock, we have to procure. So purchasing department will support the procurement function. That is the reason. So we combine this purchasing also as a part of Oracle Fusion supply chain management application. So supply chain management is a separate solution, altogether separate course if you want to learn. Okay. So even in any project also, there will be separate consultant for supply chain management and financials, separate consultants. Okay. So we generally, they no project or no client or no organization will ask one person to handle supply chain and do finance and multiple other product families. So even we are going to learn financials, we are going to understand the basics from the supply chain management. Our key focus would be financials, learning all this. And along with that, so to understand how the communication takes place within our Oracle Fusion applications between purchasing application and payables application, order management application and receivables application. For that reason, see, the inventory is connected with order management. Why? Whenever we are selling from order management, items need to be picked from inventory. Inventory is connected with purchasing application also. Whenever we purchase, that item need to be placed in the inventory. That's how inventory is connected with one way with order management, another way with the purchasing. So with purchasing, you will get inflow of items into inventory. With order management, since you will be selling, you will get outflow. From inventory, you will pick and you will ship to the customer. With the purchasing, you will receive and you will store the material in the inventory. Even this is not our area, so we have to understand the basics. Okay, there is a strong reason many people do this course and they claim some experience. That's how they'll try for jobs. So there definitely this understanding is required. Fine. So we will focus on our finance primarily. As a secondary, we'll try to understand what we have to learn from SCM being a finance consultant. What level of information or knowledge we required when we are working as a finance consultant with some sort of experience. That level of knowledge we'll try to acquire from the supply chain management applications also. So when you talk about inventory application, we maintain the stock. Okay, as per Fusion, along with inventory, Oracle is offering product management. Okay, so this ideally we use for to create the items. For any inventory related activities, we do by using Oracle Fusion Inventory. Along with that, product management application, it's a kind of big set of applications related to products. So we no need to get into that, not required for us. So SCM consultant will look into that. They can understand the detail level. For us, simple point is Oracle Fusion Inventory. So by using Oracle Fusion Inventory, you can perform inventory transactions. And by using product management related family, you will be able to create and maintain the items which are required for inventory application. Product management here will use for item maintenance, stock, item creation purpose. Stock and all will maintain within the Oracle Fusion Inventory or any inventory related activities we do by using Oracle Fusion Inventory. By using order management application, we record the orders. We get orders from the customers, we record the orders, accordingly we ship the material. By using Oracle Fusion purchasing application, we place the orders to suppliers. We place orders. We need some material in the organization. Inventory will inform to purchasing department. The purchase department will purchase. For that, we have to use the purchase order. By using Oracle Fusion purchasing, okay, we create the purchase orders. That is a key activity. What else we can do? We'll see in the system. Okay. We'll see in the system. Now, what we can understand, what makes sense, let's discuss. So this is what we have to understand from supply chain management also. We will just, we'll try to grab some basic understanding, which is really required when you work as a financial consultant. Okay, done. Fine. I think this point we discussed already. Okay. So we discussed, yes, in the last session itself, we discussed. So and again, another point is more opportunities for functional consultants even to fly. Okay. See, if you take project, 10 consultants are there, ideally no DBA would be there in case of Oracle Fusion Cloud. Okay. DBA team is managed by Oracle. So if it is EBS, we'll have a functional consultants, we'll have a technical consultants, we'll have a DBA and project manager. Now in the Fusion case, Fusion Cloud, no DBS. DBS part is managed by Oracle itself. So we'll have only functional consultants and technical consultant. If somebody knows functional and technical, you can call them as a techno-functional. But most of the people who are claiming techno-functional, they are technical only. Right? That's how you can see the reality. And when you talk about on-site opportunities, okay, so functional consultants can get on-site opportunities very easily because functional consultants will stand in the front row for any kind of implementation activities. So that is the reason functional consultants easily can get on-site or you can say onshore opportunities. They can travel to client location. They can work. If required, they can work from offshore also. Client may be in the US. If they can travel to US and they can sit in the client location, they can work. Or else if they want to work from offshore, maybe from India, yes, that is also possible. Two modes are okay. But in case of technical consultants, there is no great need of traveling for them. most of the technical consultants will work from offshore. If as per the project need and all, if required, they'll travel to on-site also. But so 90% you'll the functional consultants will have an opportunity to travel in every project. If multiple consultants are there, one or two or all or whatever the project size accordingly, the functional consultants easily can get the opportunity, because as a functional consultant we have to go to client location and we have to take the requirement, we have to sit with them, we have to discuss, we have to understand how, what business they are doing, how they are doing. So the same how we can bring into the system environment, we have to design the solution. So this all will understand, like how just how these things can be established, can be executed. So for on-site consultants, sorry, for functional consultants, there will be great opportunity to travel if you are interested. So that is another point as a add-on for the points which we discussed already. And along with these classes, what you are going to attend, you will get real-time class videos. Okay. So you'll get real-time class videos where I explained very, very detailed level. So when we are going to work in any project, any implementation project or support or upgrade or rollout, any kind of project, what we should aware, how the implementation project can be executed, what are the different phases or stages or steps need to be followed, what would be our role, technical consultant role or DBA role or client, is all what documents we prepare and what is aim OEM methodology. And I discussed a few points later, interview preparation. These are all like you can find with 15 hours videos. You will get it along with this class videos. We'll share the 15 hours videos where you can learn the deep dive of the real-time related, how we deal and what are the different terminologies we use, what documents we prepare, what activities we involve, everything explained very, very detailed level that you can go through. You will get those videos along with the classes. We'll share those videos. Those are pretty easy to understand, well explained. So apart from that, if you are looking for just sample CV and all, we can help you. And certification related, we discussed those points yesterday, that too offline. So that's all about the classes plus real-time related. Okay. So only the point is when you are doing this course, how much time you are investing, accordingly you can get the results. By doing this course, nothing you will achieve. You will see the screens, you will understand. I'll make you to understand everything very, very easy. That is my job. Your job is you have to invest good amount of time. If you have time to attend these classes and you don't have time to practice, read and to exercise all those, you are going to waste your time and money. My suggestion is you can drop. If you don't have good amount of time in your hand, don't do this course. You can drop. If you have enough time, like you can attend the classes, you can, while attending the classes, you can write the note. After writing, you can read. After that, you can practice multiple times. Yes, it suits for you. Otherwise, just you are getting daily 2 hours time. That time you are utilizing to do this course. Many people are doing courses like that. Nobody is getting any productivity out of that. Okay. So if you have time, you do this course. Otherwise, my suggestion is don't do. Okay. You can take decision. Don't do this course. No use. We may get your course fee. You don't get anything. So that's how it works. If you have enough time in your hand, you take decision to do this course. If you don't have enough time in your hand, it doesn't work. You can attend the classes and you can understand. By attending and understanding, you cannot do anything. You have to invest more time writing, reading this total content. If somebody is going to talk about, you should be able to explain, and you have to practice multiple times. You have to practice on the system so that you can remember. It may be interview or it may be related to any work and all. You will be able to progress. Okay. So if you have time in your hand, you can do. Otherwise, my suggestion, don't do it. So that's all about classes and real-time related stuff. And now let's talk about what is fusion. Okay. So what is fusion? So when we talk about fusion, if you look at the term or course name, within the course name, you have a term called as fusion. What is a fusion? So very simple to understand. Already we discussed Oracle has 11i application. The 11i application they upgraded to R12. Now we are at fusion phase. So within the Oracle EBS 11i, we have almost all these applications. Whatever I selected. Okay, whatever I selected, these applications we have from Oracle in the 11i version. We have all these applications in R12 also. So some naming convention may be different. Instead of HCM, you can see as HRM. Yeah, that's how it is. Please go on mute. Please, Shaker. Please, it's a request. Okay, more or less, these are all applications we have in Oracle 11i and Oracle R12 also. But out of all these applications, which applications are very, very powerful applications? Which applications are very, very powerful applications? These are all applications we have from Oracle, we have all these applications from SAP, we have all these applications from PeopleSoft, we have all these applications from Siebel, or CR, I mean, Salesforce, different product, we have all these applications. But company point of view, like as per their business operations, they choose what they need. These all applications, many ERP vendors are providing, like Oracle, SAP, PeopleSoft, JD Edwards. Okay, so Primavera, different application, or Microsoft Dynamics. Many software vendors are providing these applications. But when you talk about Oracle, out of all these applications, which applications are very, very strong? That is finance. Only financials. Remaining also good, but when you compare, those are not very, very great. Few may be great when you compare with a few other applications. From Oracle, okay, from Oracle company, out of all these, the great applications are financials from complete list. What about HCM? Okay, Oracle is good from, these all applications are owned by Oracle. These all applications are Oracle applications, but finance is good from Oracle. What about HCM? HCM applications are very, very good. HCM means human capital management, people payroll, options, time recording, etc. So HCM application is available from Oracle. But if you compare Oracle HCM or call as HRMS, HRMS we call as per Oracle, Human Resource Management System, or you call it HCM, both are same. From Oracle, we have HRMS application. But when you compare this HRMS application with another vendor related HRMS or HCM applications, it's not so great. So from company called as PeopleSoft, HCM is very famous, very strong. PeopleSoft. So HCM solution is very good from PeopleSoft. And supply chain or procurement, say it is good from JD Edwards. Not completely, partially. I'm just for your understanding, I'm taking here this part. And CRM solution, yes, Oracle has CRM solution. But apart from that, in the market, Siebel is very famous for CRM. Okay. Siebel product is very famous. Siebel CRM means very, very famous. Even Oracle has CRM, SAP has CRM, and other products, other companies also have CRM, but the best which you see in the market is Siebel. From Siebel company, CRM is very good. And reporting. Okay, we have reporting tools from Oracle also. Apart from Oracle tools, there are many other tools also available from market for reporting to build the reports based on their business data. But when we talk about reporting tools, reporting capabilities, Hyperion has a great tool. Hyperion has a great tool. And when we talk about projects, even project solution is available from Oracle also. Okay, project solution is available from Oracle and many other software vendors in the market. But for project scheduling and all, there is one tool called as a product called as Primavera. There is one product called as Primavera in the market that is very good tool for project scheduling purpose. So this is how for different areas of solutions, different popular companies are available. If any company wants to use finance, the best fit is Oracle. They can go for Oracle. Another point, SAP is good for SD, sales and distribution. Sales and distribution, which is equal to our SCM, supply chain management. If you compare Oracle financials with SAP FICO, in SAP we have FICO, FICO. FICO, FI means finance, CO means controlling. If you compare Oracle financials with SAP FICO, like FI financials, Oracle is really good. And SD solution is good from SAP, not finance solution. Okay. So that's how it is. So finance is really good from Oracle. HCM is really good from PeopleSoft. And SCM and procurement solution is good from JD Edwards. JD means JD Edwards. That is the product name or company name. And Siebel is good. CRM is good from Siebel company. The reporting capabilities tool, Hyperion tools. Okay, Hyperion tools, HFR we call. Reporting we call as HFR. Hyperion financial reporting. The tool is very powerful. And for project scheduling and all, Primavera is good. Supply chain activities, SAP is good. So this is how we have a different software vendors in the market. Now, as a company, if you want to implement all this, say you are a XYZ company and you want to implement all these for your organization. Now, what we have to do? You have to go and contact because you are looking the solution, everything very strong, powerful solution for your company. Now you have to go to Oracle for financials, for supply chain management, you have to go to JD Edwards for human capital management. So you have to go to PeopleSoft company for project portfolio or scheduling, you have to go to Primavera for procurement, JD reporting, you have to go to like Hyperion. These are the different companies who have to go and knock their doors and you have to take the license from all those companies. After taking license, the big challenge is this all you have to connect. You have to connect. So this SCM you have to connect with financials. You need JD Edwards consultants, you need Oracle consultant, you need PeopleSoft consultants, you need Siebel consultants, you need IBM consultant, you need Primavera consultants, you need SAP consultants. And again, you need technical people to connect all these. SCM need to be connected with finance. HCM need to be connected with financials also because people data we required in the financials. And HCM need to be connected everywhere because in all the applications we use employees data. And projects need to be connected with the finance. Project need to be connected with SCM. Everything need to be connected. It will become something else more than what we need. It's a big challenge for the companies. So it is not advisable to go on to take these different solutions from multiple vendors. You can take, nothing wrong. You have to hire all those consultants to support these different products. And again, you have to connect one application with another application. Again, those technologies are different. Oracle technology may be different from a PeopleSoft technology, how they built those applications. The JDE technology may be different from Primavera, and again, different technologies. Again, all you have to connecting one application with another application we call as integration. These integrations can be done by technical consultants. Okay, technical consultants, they do all these integrations, and we need technical consultant, we need functional consultant from all these. Again, these all should work with the coordination because these platforms are totally different languages. They might have used the way how those works function can be different from one to other. If you are facing some issue with the finance, you have to contact Oracle. If you are facing some issue CRM, you have to contact Siebel, and all the time it will become big mess. That is the reason most of the companies don't prefer to go with the different multiple vendors. They always choose to minimize the number of products which they are using from the limited vendors. So this is how we have a market situation. What Oracle did is the financials anyway they own. Okay, finance and many they are owning, but those are not powerful when you compare Oracle HRMS means if you compare with the PeopleSoft HCM, that is not powerful. HCM is good. This is how many products are available which are very famous in the specialized in their specialized areas. Even when we are buying something also we pick which is nice. We don't buy everything from one product. Laptop maybe Dell. Okay, mobile maybe from Apple. So this is how like we buy the car or bike, just we buy from the nice brands based on budget, etc. etc. The same way, the companies not in the same way, sorry, like in the same way, the companies cannot pick whatever they need from the different vendors. If they go with the same approach, it will become big challenge. Okay, how we are buying laptop from Dell, how we are buying and some just some kind of stationary kind of things or what you can say some mobiles or car or bike etc. There we have a great choice. There are no challenges you can pick because those all are very much isolated. Those are well separated and purpose are different and all. But here, these all products purpose is same to maintain their business data. So here they cannot adapt such kind of approach. Okay. So if all they are taking from one client, it's really good. Or else at least maybe they may take one part from one client, one software company, another part maybe from another software company. Maybe they may take this part, these four solutions from one company, these three solutions means here let me highlight here these three from one software company and these three from another ERP application. These three maybe from four maybe from one ERP, these three maybe from another ERP. If they take okay just two different ERPs, they can connect and they can use, but everything they are taking each and everything from different ERP, it is a big challenge. More than running the business, they have to keep running the applications. So that is a challenge in the market. What Oracle it is, anyway, they have a great solution for financials, which is their own product. And later, Oracle acquired PeopleSoft, they acquired JD, they acquired Siebel, they acquired Hyperion, they acquired Primavera, and they didn't acquire SAP. Maybe they are not interested to sell. So, along with that, many other applications Oracle acquired, many other technologies also they acquired. After acquiring, so they taken HCM from PeopleSoft. They taken SCM procurement solution from JDE. They taken Siebel from CRN. They taken people Hyperion from the reporting from Hyperion project kind of thing from Primavera and a few mixed from Oracle only. So they taken all these and now all these products became Oracle products. When you use Oracle Fusion HCM, that is legacy of PeopleSoft. PeopleSoft product, they taken under umbrella of Fusion. And CRM, what you see in the Oracle Fusion, that is reality Siebel CRM. That just connected. They are using, they just taken into like the solution called as Fusion. The same way, projects, reporting, what are the reports used in the fusion? We have Hyperion reports. So this is how, by taking the best breed of applications from the market, they acquired, straightforward, they acquired, purchased the best breed of applications. With all the best breed of applications, they built ultimate product called as Fusion applications. Now, if any client is going to use Oracle Fusion applications, they are going to get financials as the best solutions in the market. And HCM is the best because they're taken from the best solution called as PeopleSoft, and CRM from CBL, reporting, all everything. So this is the meaning of Fusion applications. Okay, this is the meaning of Fusion applications, what we have to understand. Any questions here, please? Any questions from anyone, please? Fine.
Like,
Yeah.
uh, uh, we are related to only financials, right? But regarding HCM, SCM, they are related to us. Like we will deal with that. No, no.
We no need to deal with any other areas. Just we are going to work on financials. When we work on the financials, the basic points we have to understand from supply chain management. If anything else you have to understand from HCM and all, we'll see that. There is nothing, just employee creation and all we have to understand. Apart from that, we don't do anything as a part of HCM being a finance consultant. And since SCM is very neighbor application for us, okay, so we'll just go through very high level understanding, but our primary focus is finance. We'll be focused on finance. We'll be learning. When you work, you will be working on finance only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, since these are acquired by the Oracle, right? These companies. What about the GUI? The GUI flavor is still from these companies, or this Oracle have developed a separate GUI for this?
The
The
GUI.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, right.
The GUI, graphical user interface,
Right.
the uniformed interface they created. Okay. When you see finance, it appears, how it appears when you see finance, the same appearance, the graphical user interface is applicable for HCM, SCM, anything else. So in the back end, we have those products. Front end, it's a very uniformed framework they built, graphical user interface.
Okay.
You don't see, when you go to HCM, you don't see as a PeopleSoft HCM. You will see as a Fusion HCM. If you go to finance, you don't see it's a Oracle. It's a Fusion only, Oracle Fusion. So any applications you go, you see as a everything with the same banner, Oracle.
Okay.
Any other questions? Any questions from anyone? Right. So no questions. Okay. Fine. Yeah. So this is a course curriculum which we are going to run through this program. So Oracle Fusion General Ledger, Oracle Fusion Accounts Payable, Oracle Fusion Accounts Receivables, Cash Management, Fixed Assets, Expense, Tax, whatever discussed is all from finance, and purchasing, and Oracle Fusion Product Management or inventory you call order management. Apart from that, we'll just go through that P2P and O2C cycles, where you can understand from the scratch of procurement process, finally how it will connect to payables department, how finally we make the payment, O2C cycle, how the orders will come to the sales department, finally how we create invoice and how we collect the payment, and the rapid implementation, how we can do the manual setups as well as how you can do the how you can load the setups, and reporting, like we will see financial reporting studio, FRS, smart view, and BA reports there I'll take you through just to write SQL query and all, and OTBA reports we'll see how to prepare, and data conversions. As a part of implementation, we have to load master data and transactional data. Master data means like suppliers, customer. Transaction means open transactions, and the security console, FSM, function setup manager, approvals. Those all just mentioned, and here you can see the more detailed information. As a part of general ledger application, we have to do these minimum setups to start with the general ledger. When you start working on general ledger based on those minimum setups, these are the different concepts which we'll go through. And many concepts require additional configurations. We'll work on those one by one. We'll discuss theoretically, we'll understand first, then we'll do system configuration and we'll see the process. So everything is classified into three parts: theoretical understanding, system configuration, and process. Ultimately, reports also. That is just Oracle is delivering the reports. And when I talk about accounts payables, these are the setups we have to do. These are the minimal setups. So apart from that, we do many other setups also. Those are all like aligned with the different concepts. These are the different concepts we are going to learn from the payables application. And here again, receivables, the basic setups. Once we're done with the basic setups, these are the different topics which we are going to cover in the receivables, including data conversions and cash management basic setups and the activities. We do the bank statement reconciliations also in the bank cash management, fixed assets. These are the basic setups. And this is a process. These are the concepts, various concepts which we handle as a part of asset management activities. And along with that, fusion expense setups and creating expense report approvals. Finally, transferring the data to GL and tax related configuration and the P2P related configuration and relevant process. Okay. And order management configuration and process and FSM related. Okay. So this is all about the course curriculum. You'll get this curriculum from the team. Okay. What you can get from the team based on this curriculum, we'll be running these classes. So that's all about curriculum. In the next session, we'll talk about what is a cloud and what are the other points we have to understand the landscape of this product when we are in the project. Those points will focus. Probably tomorrow, next session, we will directly jump into the system also. At least we'll try to create something like user creation as an initial task. Yeah, that we will schedule in the next session for next session. Yeah. So
Lakshman, one question.
yeah.
So this course would also cover the user creation and different
Everything.
levels of
User
the
roles,
roles.
security, RBAC, role-based access control, everything.
Okay. Also, if we get the instance access, then we'll be getting security console also, right?
Yes. Full access because
full
you are
access.
learning this to work as a consultant, right? Not end user, right? So we know the purpose why you are doing this. Accordingly, we design.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. So here I'm stopping for today. If you have any questions, you can stay back. We'll discuss. The next session would be on Monday. Okay. We'll have next session on Monday. So stopping here. So what do you say? Like, do you expect session on Monday or Tuesday?
Tuesday will be good because first is holiday.
Yeah. Fine. We'll have a session on Tuesday then. We'll resume the session on Tuesday. We'll not have any session on Monday. By default, Saturday, Sunday, no classes. Yeah. We'll meet on Tuesday then.